This video film is proudly sponsored by Morris. Making eat great. Rectangles Anonymous offers its users many clear-cut ways to break their addiction. These methods are kept a close secret between the program and a user, and are not often discussed in public. In this video, we will speak to an addict about their past, present, and future after completing their personalized time in the system. We took a trip down to the southeast to visit a user who will be known as Barry. He has asked us to keep his identity secret, and his voice will be altered for the duration of the video. Thank you for inviting us to your house, Barry.
No problem at all.
So how have things been since you finished your personalized program for your rectangle addiction?
Going well so far. Of course there are always urges, but I think I have them under control. The urges have mellowed out a lot, it's easier now.
So what exactly made you contact Rectangles Anonymous?
I didn't contact them myself, my wife made the first move. She'd had enough. I was using my internet phone 5 all the time. I was checking the Twitter, the Facebook, the free cycle, all those kind of things. It was taking over my life and I was spending hours ignoring her because of it.
Was there one distinct event where you knew you had a problem?
Yes, there was. We were out in town having breakfast at a local burger shop called Morris Burger. It's a great place, I recommend it. I had the double bubble Morris with a lager, and my wife had the big egg breakfast with more egg. I was trying to have a normal conversation, but all I could think about was checking the Facebook on my mobile phone. I knew that nothing interesting was happening, but I couldn't stop myself and whipped it out. That's when the missus cracked and stormed out of the restaurant.
Had there been problems before this incident?
Lots of them. There was one time when we were at Diamond Nights nightclub and I was dancing with the wife. We were dancing and I actually had my phone up behind her head where she couldn't see it. I was refreshing the Twitter like a madman and I didn't really know why. I also binged out and watched every single episode of MasterChef over a long weekend. That was a horrible experience. I had problems with a lot of devices, but my mobile personal phone was the worst.
It sounded like you really needed our help. How did you find your time in Rectangles Anonymous?
It went really well. I'm not allowed to say a lot, but I can say that my 8 months were an eye-opener. The Rectangle Foundation's Recovery Centre has no right angles in the entire building. It's a sight to behold. The first day assault course was very tiring, and I spent most of my time at the water park in between treatments.
So what did you take away from your treatment? How are things day to day?
Everything is a lot clearer now. I don't have the endless urge to check devices in my house or on my person. Of course, the need is still there, so I cover devices in the house up with towels. I buy them especially from Asda. It's just a little deterrent, but it really helps. When I finished my treatment, they gave me a personalised bracelet which I wear on my ankle, and if I feel like I'm going to relapse, I can press the button for instant relief.
Did you get to meet our great leader, Martin Zweilach?
I think so. A voice spoke to me from behind a mirror in my room one night. They said that I should leave as soon as possible and things weren't all that they seemed. I believe it was a test which I passed. I asked my mentor about this the day after, but he said it must have been a dream and to ignore it.
So do you still carry a personal mobile phone with you?
I do, but it's an older model, so I don't have the capability to check the Twitter, the Facebook, the free cycle or the MySpace. It's an old Nokia 6210. It works for calls and texts and has a sweet version of Snake, but that's it. None of the internet or the mobile data. I have a habit of buying a lighter each time the urge comes back. You can see my collection right here. I have one signed by Wesley Snipes.
Thank you for your time, Barry. It's been very interesting to hear your story.
No problem at all. Would you like a beer?
No thanks, Michael. No thanks.